morning, everyone, and welcome to the Reading Rush Day 1. I don't know what the frick my TBR is supposed to be at this point in time. I have kind of not been reading recently. For those who don't know, which is probably all of you, I've been participating in Camp NaNoWriMo this month, which has kind of been a reason I haven't been reading, and even in end of March with all the quarantine stuff and social distancing, all that stuff going on, I had family visiting. I still kind of do have family here. My dog is barking. Overall, I haven't been reading a lot recently. I'm still 5 books ahead of schedule, my 60 book goal, but I had changed it to 100 books and then I changed it back to 60 just because I was getting behind, my mental health wasn't in a good state, and I was writing otherwise. Now I feel like I'm getting back on track, and I wanted to participate in this even though I'm not reading a lot this month and I haven't been making it as much of a priority, especially just with my book writing, and then I have school for the most part, so I'm trying to, just get what I can done, but right now my priority has been my book, so I haven't been reading a lot. But I wanted to participate in this. When Ariel announced it, I was like, I'm participating, this looks like fun, I'm excited about this, so we're gonna get some reading done. I don't know if I'll read 4 books, I probably won't read 4 books, but I might try. We'll see what happens, but currently let's discuss my TBRs. So I looked at the audiobooks we had, because I wanted to have an audiobook because I am writing and working a lot of the time. So I decided to pick up More Than Meets the Eye by Karen Winnemeyer, which also has a house on the cover. Specifically why I chose this one was because of the house. And so far I'm really liking it, which is really good. I was worried that I'd fallen into a Karen Winnemeyer slump and that I would like any of her books, because a lot of them, after you read, I feel like a lot of her books, they're a lot the same, kind of like Casey West. I noticed that with a lot of authors, I feel like some of their books are just all the same after a while. This book is about a girl named Evangeline, and she is an orphan. She has these 2 other orphans that she considers her brothers, though they're not related biologically, and she is living her day-to-day life. She's still an orphan, she never got adopted. And this guy, Logan Fowler, has some kind of issue with her brother Zach, and so he's kind of come to get revenge on him, but there's a love story, I guess, between them. So far it's good. I'm on chapter 6 currently. I'm listening to the audiobook. It's cute so far. I'm enjoying their banter and the way they speak to each other. I really like Evangeline's character. She's so sweet, and just I don't know, I really like her character. She's a fun time. I love her. She's great. And I'm excited to get to know Logan more. My current physical read is probably Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. I don't feel like putting the dust jacket back on right now, so here it is. I've been buddy reading this with my friend Jaden, and I'm currently on page 88, so I haven't been reading a lot of this. I've been reading this since March, and it was really good from what I remembered of it, but I haven't picked it up since just because I was busy and slumpish and all those things. I'm enjoying it so far, though. This book is about this girl named, what the frick's her name? This girl, and her name is Abigail, oh my. A girl named Abigail, and she is a wannabe artist, and she tries to get into this art show, and the guy says you need more experience, so she makes a list of all these things that she wants to experience so she can improve her art skill with the help of her best friend, who she's kind of in love with, so fun times. I love Casey West books. They're always great for me. I think the lowest I've rated a book was 3 stars, but I've loved all of them, and I will constantly love all of them, and Casey West just puts a smile on my face and puts me in a good mood. So this counts for the challenge of reading a book I think that will make you smile. I mean, could count for the challenge of read a book in the same room. I don't know which one I'll do for that. I'll probably read it either in here or I don't know. We'll figure that out. For other books I'm reading, I kind of want to read What I Like About You. I don't know who it's by. Let me look quickly. Marisha Cantor, which has already come out, and I need to catch up on arcs in general because I'm really behind currently. That's my TBR for now. I don't really have anything else to update you on. My TBR could sporadically change throughout these next 4 days. I'm currently taking a break from schoolwork. I'm not able to concentrate today. I'm also leaving my house for the first time in a month. So, I mean, that's exciting. I'm going to go clean up my locker at school. I probably won't film any of it, but I'm getting my grad hoodie today, which is exciting. And then I have youth group tonight, which should be fun. So, that's my plans for the day. I'm going to go eat some food now and listen to more of my audiobook, because currently I'm really liking it. It's fun when you have to refilm an update that you like just filmed but then didn't realize you forgot to put your memory card back into your camera. That's fun. Okay. Hey guys, it's later on. I didn't do too hot today. I didn't think I was gonna do good at this reading rush thing this time. I'm not doing the greatest. It was a bit of a busier day. I went to my old school. So I literally just call it that. I mean, it kind of technically is now. I'm kind of graduated at this point. I'm online schooling still, so like I'm still in school. I haven't technically graduated, but it's weird. We had to go and clean out our lockers today, and that was just kind of a weird experience because you expect to do those things at the end of the year, and especially, like, I feel like it wouldn't have been as weird for me had I been, like, in grade 11 or younger, but with the fact that I am graduating this year, it's kind of just, like, a weird time. I kind of mourn school. Like, I just mourn being there. As much as I wasn't crazy about it, I was excited to spend these last couple of months with my friends. You know, like, there was a lot of things I actually liked about school for the fact that I had, like, a double spare support block. So I had, like, 12 free blocks in a week, and it was really nice to have that last semester, and I feel like I kind of don't have it because I'm at home all the time now. And, like, a lot of things that I was looking forward to were, like, at this time of year. Like, this is where all the stuff I was looking forward to, like, performing my skits, doing my band concert, my band trip, recording my worship song, graduating, prom, like, all these things I was looking forward to, and, like, it's just, like, not the greatest time for COVID to be here, like, no. As for More Than Meets the Eye, I'm on chapter 9. I didn't read a whole ton more of that today, but I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook tonight. Currently, I'm finding, I don't know how to say, I feel a little bit problematic about Logan. Like, I get what he's doing, and I understand why he's doing it. Like, he has good motives, and it makes sense, but it's hard when it's, like, a love story for, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a line between, like, when things are problematic in the love story, but, like, you're trying, like, that's also the plot, and, like, there's motive involved, and it makes sense why it's happening. It hasn't really quite crossed the line quite yet, like, so I'm not, like, too worried about it, but it's, like, a little bit problematic, so just, like, very minimum, but, like, not overly, so it's not, like, a big deal. At this point in the story, basically, what Logan's trying to do, like, I've been spoiled, my mom told me everything on why Logan feels this way, and, like, well, I didn't know that yet. But Logan, he's the love interest of Evangeline's the main character, just in case I needed to clarify that, but Logan is trying to get revenge on Evangeline's brother, Zach, because of something he did. I won't spoil that. And, like, I get it, he has good reasons to, you know, get revenge, but he's kind of using Evangeline to do that, and kind of, I just don't like when love interests play with the main character's emotions. I really don't like that. We'll see how it goes. It hasn't really crossed a complete line yet, but he is kind of playing with her emotions a little bit, and she doesn't really know his intentions. Also, in recent news, my dog is coming to visit once again. It's the dog portion of the vlog. I also played Ride or Die from Choices, and to give you my updates on that, I'm liking it way more than I ever expected to. And I love Colt, so there's one thing to love about this book. And Toby. Toby's great too. Other than that, I will see you guys in my updates tomorrow. Oh, it's me. My hair isn't the best. I tried combing it. It's not working out. I got some peace tea. Love when my church comes over to bring me some peace tea. Reading Rush update. It's like 5 p.m. and I haven't updated you yet. I've read today, but it's just been audiobooking. That's all I've been doing. I have like 3 hours left in my audiobook for More Than Meets the Eye by Karen Winnemeyer. I realized I've been listening to it really fast today. I listened to it on 2 times speed. My ears are kind of like used to that, and like it sounds normal to me when I listen to it now. So I started listening to it on 2 times speed. So I'm never been disappointed about a book that I wasn't like super hyped about. I'm disappointed by this book. I was really liking it in the beginning. I thought it would be really good. I thought I was gonna give it like 4 stars or something like that. Like, something I had high expectations going into it, but I had expectations going into it. They just weren't like high. It's just not as good as I want it to be. I guess like halfway through the book, so I mean like that's alright, but not what I was expecting. I feel like a lot of, I don't know, with Karen Winnemeyer just expect slow burns, and I guess I don't need to necessarily expect that. This one's not really a slow burn. It's probably, out of the ones that like I have completed, my least favorite Karen Winnemeyer book. I think I'm actually gonna give it a 3 stars at this right now. I don't know what the story's trying to accomplish at this point. I don't know. Like, we still got, like, stuff going on with Logan and stuff like that, but, like, and he keeps mentioning, like, revenge and stuff like that, but, like, what is he gonna do? Like, I don't know what he's trying to do. Was he gonna, like, kill the man? Like, what was he gonna do? He keeps talking about revenge, but I'm like, what did you mean by that? Like, he said, like, he was gonna use, like, Evangeline to get to him, but, like, I don't know what he meant. And I still don't know. I feel like it's because, like, it's a story that crosses the line of villain and love interest at the same time, in a sense, because Logan's trying to get revenge on Evangeline's brother, but, like, I don't know, like, I understand why he wants to, but I don't know what he's doing. Like, what is this revenge? And hasn't been explained at all. I feel like if he was gonna go get revenge on this guy, he would go in with some sort of plan. There's been no plan, and I don't know what he's trying to accomplish, so that's been interesting. As for other things going on in the story, they kissed, and it was alright. I didn't really care. I don't know what it is, maybe because I've read too many Karen Winnemeyer at this point, that I feel like a lot of them are kind of just following the same pattern. I feel like there's a lot of things similar to all of her books, besides, like, maybe a couple. Like, I think maybe, like, a couple don't. Like, maybe Short Straw Bride doesn't follow this, but, like, there's usually some girl they end up helping, like, the main character. The female, she kind of helps some other girl out of some usually dark, twisted situation, and it kind of shows how she's, like, great with, like, younger people and stuff like that. Like, I seem to see that, like, a lot. There's also a deaf character. I don't know how well the deaf representation is. I'm not the one to speak on that. The love story's okay. Logan has gotta be my least favorite Karen Winnemeyer love interest of all time. I don't like him that much. Which is why I probably don't like the book as much. He's kind of, like, I don't hate him, but I don't like him either. Kind of just, like, on his character. Like, I feel like if I don't like the love interest character, I'm not gonna like the book, but there's nothing really great about him. Like, you see, like, little moments where he talks about Evangeline and, like, how he cares about her. They've only really known each other, like, a couple weeks, but I'm speeding through it really quickly, which is great, but other than that, story's kind of trash. I don't know. I'll update you guys later. I'm probably gonna play some choices as well. I don't look the greatest, but, like, it's okay. It's day 4, the final day of the reading rush, and I'm disappointed. I have finished More Than Meets the Eye, finally. I gave it 3 stars. But I was disappointed. I was so disappointed with this book. I was enjoying it at the beginning, and then it just went downhill after that, and I'm so disappointed. I thought this was gonna be a really good one. I gotta say, Logan has to be my least favorite Karen Winnemeyer love interest ever. He's so unlikable. I couldn't really sympathize with him. I just felt like they had no chemistry, the two characters, like, absolutely none. They get together, but there wasn't really, I don't know, I liked angsty relationships. This didn't have any of that angst, though I don't really read a lot of historical angsty stuff, so if you have some historical angsty romance recommendations, specifically for no lovers, please recommend them to me. I've never rated a Karen Winnemeyer this low. I think most Karen Winnemeyers, I think all of them I've read have either been 4 or 5 stars. Quite enjoyed all of them. I think most of the time I've expressed my frustration with Logan. I think I've expressed my frustration with the relationship. I think the one thing I actually didn't talk about was the side plot of Christy. And I talked about it, like, a little bit. I think I mentioned that she was deaf, and I think it's great to have deaf representation. I'm not the person to speak on that. But as for the rest of her plot line, I don't think it was necessary. I feel like this whole Christy plot line and figuring out her kind of mystery, it wasn't really a mystery, but, like, figuring out who was attempted to murder her and all that sort of thing, I just felt like it was so unnecessary, because I feel like with Karen Winnemeyer, they all kind of follow the same kind of pattern. It's like boy meets girl, they fall in love, the girl meets some other girl in need of her help, and she takes her under her wing and helps her out, and then it leads to, the girl usually falls in love with another character, the other male character, and then there's some big action ending. It's typically involving this other girl. This was one of those cases, but I feel like this is the most unnecessary it's ever been. It probably was unnecessary in a lot of her other books, but I feel like this is the one I noticed it the most. And, like, the whole, like, it was only, I feel like it was only a plot line to get to this big action ending. I don't really understand the rest of the plot for it and why it was necessary. I don't think it really advanced the plot in a good way. But I think that Kirsty should have gotten her, and Seth should have gotten their own book, to be honest. I think that we should have just had Evangeline and Logan's story, and maybe there was, like, some action. I don't know, maybe, like, the mom could have been a bit more vengeful than she actually ended up to be. We could have actually met the mom. Maybe she comes in and she's like, we're gonna try to take the land, and then Logan's like, no, we're not doing that anymore, and there's a poker game, but then, like, they realize they need to settle their differences. Like, that would have been a much better ending, to be honest, than what we got with this Christy plotline. I think then the next book should have, like, Evangeline and Logan got married and whatever, and then like Seth and Zach are still living together, and I think the next book should have focused on Seth, and maybe Christy comes into Evangeline's life, right? And then Evangeline's like, I need help, and then they bring her to the house where Seth meets her, and then they figure out all this stuff, and, like, they get to know each other, and then, like, have a romance, get married, you know, have that big action ending. I think that would have been so much better, and then you could moved on to the Zach book after that. Like, had all 3 books. I think this could have been a trilogy, and I think having these separate plot lines actually, you know, come within the next couple of books, like, I think that would have worked better if Seth and Christy had their own book rather than being a part of this book, because I feel like it was just adding pages, and I feel like those pages could have been used to develop the Logan-Evangeline relationship a lot more, because I didn't like it. I was not interested in this relationship at all. Like, whoop-de-doo, they got together, but, like, I didn't really care that much. I wasn't really rooting for them that much. He wasn't interesting. I didn't really see what Evangeline saw. I'm disappointed. Overall, I gave it a 3-star. I think I've said a lot more negative things than I have said positives. I think it had a good pace, and I was I guess, interested in the whole time. Like, I was kind of reading it, and then, like, I would be happy reading it. Like, it wasn't, like, a struggle to pick this book up. However, I just was not interested in the end, and I think my disappointment kind of outweighed any positives that came out of this book. Enough about my disappointment for this book. I think you are sick of me talking about this book and how disappointed I am. As for books I'm currently picking up, I did pick up The Silence Between Us by Allison Gerber. I picked this up the other day. I read more of it during their live stream thing, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not really that far, though. I'm on page 25. But it's actually, like, it's a solid book. I didn't know that the author is hard of hearing, so that's cool. This one is a solid, I will recommend this just for the fact that it is own voices, so I do think this is, like, a solid story, and I think it's done super well. There's a lot of, like, I think, like, there's a lot of signing and stuff like that, and I think it's, like, accurate to the way, like, they actually, like, for us to understand, but I guess also for the characters to understand. It's very good. I think I will recommend this one so far. I don't know if I show you what this book is about, but it's about a girl who is, like, a deaf girl. She lost her hearing at 13 and had hearing loss, I guess, she's been deaf for, like, 4 years, I think. And she's going to a hearing school again. It's the first time she's gone to a hearing school since she lost her hearing. She's kind of, like, adapting to the situation. And I think she's gonna fall in love with this guy from her school. That's fun. I'm excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for the longest time. I'm finally getting to it. And I think I'm gonna like it. I really like Allison Gerber's writing, so I haven't read anything besides in 27 Days, so I just hope that I really like this. And so far I am. So it's 5, it's about to be 6 o'clock p.m. So I did a bit of reading before I went to play games with family, but I have read more of The Silence Between Us by Allison Gerber. I'm on page 82 currently, so it's 295 pages. It was shorter than I thought it was. There's, like, a lot of, like, other extra stuff in here. So far, I'm really liking this book a lot. Author's hard of hearing, so I think it's pretty good rep. Its own voices. I really like the love interest, Bo. He's adorable. Main character, Maya's having, like, issues with him. I love him. Kind of, like, he's learning sign language to speak with her. And so is her friend Nina, and when Nina does it, it's okay, but I guess when Bo does it, she thinks she's a charity case. But other than that, it's good. I think I'm going to, not to give flashbacks to the last reading rush where I read an Allison Gerber's book, but I'm gonna go read outside. I also take my pictures outside today, which I haven't done yet, so I'm gonna take my Instagram picture. I think I'm gonna use this book as the one. I don't really or Entwined, maybe, by Heather Dixon. We have some good outdoor covers. I'm gonna look for a cover to take a picture of, but I feel like this one might be fun. I just want to take a Instagram picture in general with this up against like a brick wall, so I might take this one out and another one out. So we're gonna go do that. I don't think I'll finish this today, but I'm gonna really try my hardest to finish this today. That's the goal. I'm going to go do some more reading outside, take some Instagram pictures, and I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Hey guys, so it is the end of the reading rush. I was gonna update you guys again last night, but I got tired and I ended up getting distracted by TV and TikTok, so I didn't do another update. I did want to say, I got, I think, close to halfway through The Silence Between Us. I'm on page 167 currently, so making my way through it. I'm probably going to try to finish this today, but I didn't finish it for the reading rush. Overall, I'm really liking it. There hasn't really been, I think, a lot to say. Her relationship with Beau has improved, and they're really cute. Really loving this book so far, and it's making me smiley and happy. Gotta figure out a rating for this. It's really good. I think both of our books are really informative and talk about like serious topics, but does so like in a more lighthearted way, where it's not like, I feel like there's a lot of like hard hitting stuff out there that's like a lot of hard hitting contemporaries, I guess, and a lot of it is like brings a downer on your mood, where I feel like Allison Gerber's books talks about serious topics without, like, being a downer, if that makes any sense. Also, I don't think I mentioned this, but her brother in the book has cystic fibrosis, so it also talks about that. It was great. He's cute. And, yeah, I really like, it just does, like, a lot of discussion. Really good. Highly recommend it. Overall, I read 1.5 books during this readathon. I read More Than Meets the Eye and The Silence Between Us. I don't think I really need to recap them. I feel like you've heard enough about me talking about it that I don't need to recap. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I knew it was kind of a fail, but I wanted to participate anyways. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of this lovely face. And I will talk to y'all soon in a new video. Bye!